PlayStation 5's worrying future release, spending $300 on SpongeBob, and how many remakes is too many. That and more on Wumpa Time. Hey everyone, it's me, Shemp, and I'm here with the one and only beautiful co-host.
Oh, beautiful. It's Canadian Guy A.
Oh, it's the one and only.
The one and only.
We have some weird topics this week.
It's a weird time. It's time for weird topics.
The thing is, some weeks we're like, oh man, there's nothing to talk about. Let's just see what we can find. No, this, we weren't struggling. This all just fell in our lap with how weird it is. So,
yeah.
Last week we left off on a weird story with Cooking Mama. I don't know how you call that, but basically, I'm sure you know the story by now. There's been an update, and there was another update like today or yesterday, where we left off. I think. Do you remember where we left off on the debate?
Oh gosh. Okay, so hold on. Let's try to massage the brain because there's so many stupid. Quick summary for those who don't know. Cooking Mama was at first accused of using
Bitcoin
mining. Of data mining people's switches or Bitcoin mining. Sorry, data mining. Bitcoin mining off of people's switches. But because they decided to use the word blockchain to impress investors, but just and their battery life, like the way the processor was, it was going up to 97%, which is something that happens with Bitcoin mining. Turns out, no, it was just bad programming, like really bad programming. It got pulled, fixed a little bit, re-put back up at a higher price than it did before. It's the same game.
And then it got taken down again for two reasons. They straight up just use YouTube rips in the game.
Yeah, that's right.
They just use YouTube music in the game, and apparently the IP owner, Office Create, just never approved for them to release the game. So technically, if you own a copy of this game, it is technically unauthorized. And I am so upset that I missed my chance to pick it up because it's gone. It is gone from every store. You look on eBay and it's like $100+ for a game that was $30, and we'll get into something like that later. Yeah. But the thing is, the update is that Office Create basically said, hey, here's what happened. We never approved of this. We told the publisher of this game, Planet Entertainment, that we were not happy with the build. Scrap it, do something else, start over, give it more time. And Planet Entertainment was like, no, and they released it anyways. So then, 2 days ago to be exact, Planet Entertainment responds to their claim with their own claim on their own website saying, hey, we made the game to their documents and we had every right to release it, so screw you. Anyways, nope. Thanks for buying the game, stupid. That's basically it. It was just them saying, no, they're to blame. We did everything they said, and they're also stupid.
Whoever owns the rights to the IP, you could be 2 days before launch, and if they say scrap it, you scrap it. That's
happened before, dude. EA's done that to that Uncharted Star Wars game.
Yeah, like
it had a ton of progress, and they're like, you know what? No, let's just cancel it. Just cancel it because this is like I get Office Create licensing. So the thing is, what confuses me more is I think the headquarters of Planet Entertainment is just in some dude's house. Like it's not a company building or anything. It's just a guy's house. And like we stated last week, I don't know who, but the company now has the license to a bunch of other franchises like Cabela's. That's kind of a big one for shovelware's sake. But they produce games and they have physical copies, and I don't know. It's just weird that it's just in a guy's house.
Yeah, I mean, they probably have like a few guys in the house, and they probably have everyone else like networking and stuff. I mean, like there's always those details, but at the same token of time, it's like, man, when the IP creator, I say the IP owner because we can't say the IP creator because the IP could be created and then sold, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
There's two more things real quick.
Oh, gosh.
One thing is Planet Entertainment is like, we are so touched by the overwhelming positive feedback on the game, and you look at the Metacritic score and it's like 45, and it's like, yeah, overwhelmingly positive. Something else is that Office Create never approved of a PS4 version, but allegedly there's still a PS4 version coming out, because if you go to the Metacritic page, it has a countdown for when the game is supposed to come out, and in Europe, Planet Entertainment has been advertising a PS4 version, which again Office Create didn't approve of. So I don't know if this is coming out.
Oh my gosh, this is just like, this is a dumpster fire of confusion. Like,
dude, you
what
have no
is
idea.
happening?
It's like a huge rabbit hole that I am very invested in.
Every week we need our Cookie Mama update, it's a bit of a shame though, because Cookie Mama is a fun game. I've played Cookie Mama.
Yeah, it's fun. It's simple. Guess what? The thing is, you name a franchise and Cooking Mama has probably outsold it.
Yeah.
That's not an exaggeration. Overall, I think it's sold over 20 million.
Yeah, it's a very casual game, but it's a very fun game. The game appeals a lot to younger kids, teenagers, or people getting introduced to gaming. Cookie Mama
start with Cooking Mama.
Yeah, Cookie Mama is a lot of fun. And this rabbit hole is just getting deeper and deeper and deeper. And overall, though, not good for the franchise, because the thing is that it's going to be affecting the name. It's going to be affecting people's trust.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Also, too, what's the company that, because there's the company that actually licensed them the game. What was the company's name that you said?
The current publisher or the IP owner?
The IP owner.
Office Create.
Oh, yeah, Office Create. They're not happy, obviously. They're not happy.
No.
They are very, very angry. And to see that, it's really unfortunate to see that this is happening and so much of a clash is going on. There's going to be lawsuits happening. 100%.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's like, to put this in perspective, it's like hiring a babysitter and then leaving and then coming home and finding the baby was kicked out the window and like, I just wanted to see what would happen.
Yeah, basically.
I told you not to do that. I just wanted to do it anyways.
Exactly. It's bad. It's just bad. You
want to know what's not bad? And what everyone is really excited for, because it was just kind of randomly announced.
During a crisis?
Yeah, dude. Crysis Remastered. Remember when the running joke for everything, even nowadays, is can it run Crysis?
Yep.
Now it's going to be taken to a whole new level with Remastered. So, I don't know if this was yesterday or the day before, but randomly, the Crysis Twitter, which hasn't been active since 2016, tweeted out something like, it was like...
It was information incoming.
Yeah, information incoming. And everyone was like, what? Oh, it was receiving data.
Receiving data, yeah.
Okay. What is that? And then the day after, they said, hey, Nomad, you're still with us? And everyone's like, okay, something's happening. And then the next, or 2 days later, bam, there's a remaster trailer. Now, the thing is, I think they were already teasing this because they did something like this for April Fools. I don't know what it was exactly, but they did something where people thought it was a remaster. Turns out it was April Fools, and everyone was like, oh, come on, I really wanted this, I think they were trying to see how much people really want this before actually announcing it.
Yeah.
Because this is announced for everything, even the Switch, which...
Right?
Yeah, dude, not only is it Crysis, it's Crysis Remastered. And this isn't on the Switch. What?
I want to see how because it's Crytek. That's the engine, right? The engine's Crytek, right?
It's Crytek.
So the thing is that that's a proprietary. Is that proprietary? No, it's not proprietary anymore. I thought it was. Sorry, because
no. Yeah, like Sonic Boom ran on it.
Yeah.
You can use it.
Yeah. So now that pulls my entire argument out, because at one point the Switch was having a problem running Unreal, but then they fixed that and it supports Unreal now. So I'm just thinking like, okay, I feel like I'm just thinking about the Switch and the little fan winding up as you start the game.
Dude, you want to talk about the fan at work? We put the Switch on the big TV in the back, so when people come in, they'll see something playing in the back.
Right.
And I always have 2 amiibos in Smash Brothers fighting with 99 lives with like best of 20, so it's constantly going.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, when I pick it up, that fan is just like, it is so loud. The screen is like hot to the touch. It's gotten to the point to where the screen actually started to kind of break on the inside, and I was like, maybe we shouldn't do this anymore. But yeah, no, dude, Crysis, that poor little fan is gonna be, like, when you lock the Switch, is gonna be like, oh dear God.
Or the Switch is gonna see you putting the cartridge in, like, no. No.
What game did you put in here? Oh dear God.
Well, the thing is that, like, here's the thing too, especially if you have a Gen 1 Switch like me. I have first edition Switch, like launch day Switch.
Dude, me too. I bought it at launch.
My battery life is garbage. Like,
oh, dude, don't get me started. I didn't even think about that.
Dude, my battery life for literally like Animal Crossing is terrible. Like, I probably have like an hour and a half, an hour. I don't know. It's not great. It's not good. So maybe 2 hours, we'll say, for Animal Crossing. And what's awful is that I remember Breath of the Wild, I think they clocked it in like an hour and 45 minutes. That was the game that was like, okay, how long can it run Breath of the Wild? And my gosh, this is going to be like, yes, you could play it portable, sure, but it's just going to eat your battery alive.
Oh, dude, yeah. Unless you're playing on a Switch Lite or the new Shadow Dropped model Switch. Yeah, it's gonna. Well, that's the thing. That's going off the assumption that it's not that optimized. They could optimize the heck out of this and it would run flawlessly, but it's still the battery. That's the big problem.
Of course.
Like you mentioned, Animal Crossing, I had the same exact problem, and it's reminding me of the old days when I had like the old Android, where I'd be on 90%, watch one YouTube video that's 10 minutes long, look at my battery, and I'm at 40, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Great, awesome.
Yeah, that's me with my Switch.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's like with the remember the iPhone battery controversy like 3 or 4 years ago?
Oh yeah, the one that was 100% true.
Yeah, that's 100. And yeah, it's not even a controversy, and I still think they still do it to a degree still. Without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt, absolutely. That's why people were replacing their iPhones every 2 years, because they were saying, oh yeah, it's to preserve the battery life. It's like, but at the same token of time, it's like, but is it? Was it?
No, that's why we're getting my sidetrack. That's why we're getting my fiance off of iPhone. Yeah. Getting her first Android.
Yeah. So the Nintendo Switch, obviously they don't do that because your Switch performs fine, everything is great, but it just eats through the battery so fast. And you know what? I feel like there should be some form of like a peripheral for Nintendo to create specifically, because there's the battery banks that you could buy, but at the same token of time,
but that's just another thing you have to haul around just to keep playing your Switch. At that point, you might as well just bring a portable dock and then plug it into a wall outlet. That you're gonna get the same effect.
Right, exactly.
And that's us focusing on like the Switch port of Crysis.
Yeah,
we should also take into account that this game is going to be like 4K remastered on like Xbox One X and PS4, and I'm excited for that. I'm hoping it's like 60 frames. Also, side note, I wanted to let you know this too. Today I got a One X. This is my first Xbox One X, so I have it downstairs in the living room.
Nice.
You want to know? You want to know the very first thing that happened to me when I booted up a game?
What?
So I don't have any Xbox One games. I popped in a 360 game that's 1X enhanced. I popped in The Force Unleashed just because I can play in 4K, and I was like, oh, I want to see this in 4K. So I loaded up, and the Xbox One X crashes and soft locks, and I had to format it and start over.
Why?
I don't know. This is my first interaction with a One X, and apparently the most powerful console on the market right now crashed because of a 360 game.
Did you get it running?
Yeah, it ran after that. Like, I loaded it up. God, you put the disc in and you wait like 30 minutes to download, but I got it in and it played, and yes, the Force Unleashed played in 4K. It was really nice. It looked very, very sharp, and it was really cool. But that still bugs me. I don't know why it did that. I just thought I'd share that.
That's weird. That's kind of weird.
Weird.
But you want isn't weird? A viewer request.
Oh, yes. This is coming from at CrashB648. They say, hope you guys discuss the Mario rumors for the Switch in the next Wumpa time. Interested in your takes. And Bradley Kelly also came in at TweetBKelly. Yeah, I would be interested in seeing what you guys both thought of that. Now, we touched on this briefly, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago, I think, but we didn't go much into it. So essentially what's happening is there has been some pretty big rumors about Nintendo remastering Mario 64, Mario Galaxy, and Mario Sunshine, as well as doing a new Paper Mario game. That's a lot. Like that's usually we just get like one, like, hey, there's a new Mario game coming out, cool. That's it for this year, and then maybe next year. No, this is like 4. Like out of the gate, here's 4 Mario games we're working on. Maybe.
Yeah, so the rumor was pretty strong because it was reported before, but it was thrown off like, yeah, right, like Mario Sunshine, whatever, right? They're not gonna touch that. They haven't even acknowledged Mario Sunshine in who knows how long, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, and then it's like, and then also Paper Mario. You serious? Nah, they're not doing Paper Mario. But then as the reports got higher and higher and higher and much more bigger people started talking about it, it started to get some steam. Now, we haven't heard much about it ever since, but the fact that they are thinking about remastering those 3 games in like one shot, in one go, it's got to be HD ports. Like,
well, I don't know. I can see them using, if they still have the source code, mind you, if they still have the source code for these games, I could see them easily putting it in the Mario Odyssey engine and just using the assets. But maybe? my big thing is, are they going to release this with each remaster being individual, or is it going to be in a compilation? Because I know that they had the Mario All-Stars compilation that they had on the Super Nintendo and the Wii. They could do I see reports that they're thinking of doing a Super Mario 3D All-Stars that has these games, which of course, if anything, will be $60 for 3 3D Mario games, that's a pretty good deal. I'm not gonna lie.
Now I'm going to stop you there, and I'm going to say it's going to be $60 for each.
Okay, yeah, I agree too.
yeah. Because here's the thing: when it comes to Nintendo first-party games, they are going to charge every dime and dollar that they can. I mean, for example, let's take a look at Link's Awakening, a game that should have been $30, 40 at most, 40 at the most, and was $60, and it was a remaster of a Game Boy Color game
with like one new thing, I think, which was the Dungeon Maker, but that doesn't warrant an extra $20.
No, it doesn't.
Same thing with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, $60.
$60
just for the first game. That's what stopped me from buying them right away, is the fact that they were $60. Like, to me, that wasn't worth it, because like, if I wanted to play those games, I could for much cheaper. $60 just for prettier graphics. I don't know, man. 40 is the sweet spot for remakes like that.
Yeah, definitely.
For these 3D Mario games, I would like for them to be 40, but if they're going to charge 60 for Link's Awakening, there is no way they're not going to charge 60 for this Mario 64 remake.
They're going to charge. And here's the thing too: they've been porting over Wii U titles and charging 60 for them.
That's the big thing.
Not even changing it though. Like, not even adding anything, just a port. Like,
it's just a port. It's a port plus, essentially. Maybe, sometimes.
Or sometimes they're like, oh yeah, here it is with all the DLC, right? Or some of them, they're just the exact same game, right? Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, a perfect example, which still makes me mad. There is no difference between the Wii
It's
U.
got funky mode.
Oh, Funky Kong mode. That's
it's
right.
It's got funky mode, dude.
That's
get
the
a surfboard.
That's the difference. It's easy mode.
Well, the thing is, everyone has been pointing out, like, this is also a part of the 3D Mario remaster port rumor. They have been skipping out on the main Wii U game, which is Super Mario 3D World.
Yeah.
I really, really like that game. That is my favorite Wii U game. And every other Wii U game, like you mentioned, has been ported to the Switch. Like the Switch's launch title was it Mario Kart? Was Mario Kart at launch or no?
Oh yeah, launch. That was launch. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a port that was there at launch.
Well, I think hold on. I might be wrong.
Well,
there.
yeah.
It either was okay. So it either was at launch or it was like 2 weeks later. It was like
I think it was 2 weeks later because I remember picking it up. I was in the line when it hit midnight, and my options were Zelda, Super Bomberman, and
1-2 Switch.
1-2 Switch. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Mario Kart was a little after, but it's still essentially a launch title.
Yeah,
it's
essentially
like,
a launch,
it's within the vicinity. But they've been always missing Super Mario 3D World, and this is a perfect couch co-op game.
Yeah.
And they can add so much to this. This is a game that would warrant. I personally would think this would warrant another $60 because of how much content is in here, but it's soured by the fact that 3D World is a Nintendo exclusive, or not Nintendo exclusive, a Nintendo Selects, meaning it's $20 on the Wii U.
Right.
So they'd have to add a lot of stuff for me to warrant a $60 like increase like that.
Now here's the thing. I want to chime in here because I remember some people were. I made a very similar opinion to this, but a lot of people were misinterpreting. People are thinking that we don't like that they're porting over the Wii U titles. Absolutely not.
No. Quite the opposite.
Quite the opposite. We're
any
happy.
reason for me to unplug my Wii U, I'm for.
Yeah, because the thing is that we are now playing, because the reason why it's not so much of a cash grab is because of the fact that they are bringing over a game that we can play anywhere now. Right? It's like, okay, you're paying money to be able to get the same game, but now you can play it on the Switch, which is anywhere. My problem is when they charge full price. That's where my issue is.
It's like when compared to all the other ports and remakes and remastered, like the big one, Crash and Spyro, 3 games for $40. That's pretty huge. That's a big bargain.
That is, and many hours too. Like for 100% in Crash, that takes a long time. That takes,
it takes so long.
It takes so long to 100% Crash, and to 100% Spyro. Like I remember, I sat down, I did a 12-hour Spyro stream, and I'm someone who knows the game through and through, like the back of my hand. I know where all the gems are. I can almost play the game blindfolded, right? And and trying to 100% it. I only got halfway through Ripto's Rage after 12 hours.
Good Lord.
Like I did the first game, and then I hit the second game. And after 12 hours, I came close to being ripped, close enough to being this Autumn Plains, but after 12 hours, I was like, that was it, done. The stream was over, and I couldn't even get. I think I pushed in an extra half an hour to get the gulp. I was like, okay, I want to get the gulp.
You're like, all right, 13, here we go.
Yeah, might as well, right? So I pushed it, beat gulp, and I was like, okay, that's it, done. I'm tapping out, right? Because I'm streaming for 12 hours. But that's from someone who knows the game like the back of their hand. What about someone who doesn't, or just a casual fan?
Yeah,
that's hours and hours and hours of fun for $40 and replayable.
Yeah, and the thing is, $60 again for Mario Galaxy specifically. I don't know, man. Now, something I didn't think about is how are they going to do Mario Galaxy? Because
You're right.
Mario Galaxy was very Wii pointer heavy.
Yeah, definitely. They would have to use the detached Joy-Cons, maybe.
That and have you played World of Goo? Do you know that game?
No, I haven't played. I've always seen it, but I've never played World of Goo.
It was a big one on Wii where you would use the Wiimote. It got ported to Switch near the launch of the Switch, and people were like, "Oh, how do you play that?" Well, basically, you would hold the Joy-Con and it would use the gyroscope to act like a pointer, and you could move. You would just click the stick and it would recenter it like that immediately. So you could just keep pointing at the screen, and that was it was really good. It was really easy. It was really accurate. So I can see them maybe doing that.
I think they would have to.
doing that or just ditching the motion controls, but I don't know. The whole game was centered around motion controls.
Yeah.
They have to like change the game's unique vibe to something else.
Yeah, there's a lot that needs to be broken down for Mario Galaxy to work on the Switch. Because usually undocked or docked mode, I could see it work fine. You know, you use your but it's when you got it in portable, right? How?
Yeah, you're just gonna be like aiming your Switch around, like I gotta get the star bit. Hold on.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be janky and awkward, and I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna have to rework a lot of it if they're gonna be doing it. But like I said, Nintendo is probably gonna charge $60 for them. I'll probably will still pick one or two of them up. I'm not.
Same.
I don't think I'm gonna pick up 64 to be honest, because it's been redone. Like,
yeah, I don't see the thing. I'm gonna get like destroyed because of this. I am not a huge fan of Mario 64 or Sunshine. I own Sunshine. I'd have to make a whole video on why. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah,
but you can ridicule me in the comments. If I'm gonna pick one, if I'm gonna pick two up, it's gonna be Galaxy and 3D World. I'm interested in Galaxy. I feel like it could be a lot of fun without the motion controls, but it's gonna be a pretty short game.
Yeah,
3D World was pretty long. I'm not gonna lie. Even with 4 people, that game took me a while to beat.
Yeah, but you know what though, and I do want to quickly touch bases on the one rumor before we move on though. The new Paper Mario game. Now, Now here's the thing. I've always watched Paper Mario at a distance and liked it, but never sat down and played it. It was one of those games that you couldn't buy around here. You couldn't buy it. It was always sold out, always rented.
Yeah.
You could never get it. So today I started streaming on my channel, or actually you're on my channel, so hello.
Hello.
Hello. I started streaming Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. And I love it. It's
so how far are you? How many hours did you get in?
I got in 4 hours. I'm almost to the first boss. I got to the door of the first boss, the first big boss, and I stopped because my 4 hours was up. I thoroughly loved it. Now, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about Color Splash and Sticker Star, and a lot of people were not happy with Sticker Star specifically.
Oh yeah, dude, Sticker Star is like considered the absolute worst.
Yeah, I heard people have mixed emotions about Color Splash, and then I heard awful opinions about Sticker Star. Specifically one YouTuber, Arlo, who's a big Nintendo guy, he has a loathing hate for Sticker Star. But the fact that I heard rumors that they're going to be trying to go back to a similar playstyle as a Thousand Year Door.
Which they should, because that is that is the best Paper Mario game. And I'm lucky enough to own a physical copy, and call back to one of our earlier episodes. I'm looking at GameEye to see the value of it right now. Yeah. And it's still my most expensive GameCube game, but it shot up a lot. It's currently going for $70 complete.
Oh, gosh.
New, it's $145.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So good luck finding a physical copy that works.
Yeah. Yeah. Gosh.
Speaking of working, how's your AC unit? General question. I'm concerned about you. I have an article to write. I need to know.
My AC unit is currently packed and put away.
I don't care about I'm talking about Final Fantasy.
Oh.
How's Cloud's? Is Cloud's AC unit good? What about Barrett? Is Tifa's good?
Here we go. Let us show context, because even with context, you're confused.
No context.
Now.
No,
no, that's it. No context. We're moving on to the next story. No.
All right. So main story.
Oh, Kotaku.
Oh, Kotaku.
Okay. So before we even go down this rabbit hole, I want to make an asterisk and say that, remember how we said that the only thing about Kotaku that's good is the fact that Jason was there? Jason Schreier? Yeah,
of course.
He announced that he is leaving Kotaku.
Like right after we did that episode.
Yeah.
So now Kotaku is just, I don't know, like the next IGN.
Okay, so where do we even start? No, they're worse than IGN now, man.
Dude,
it's gotten so bad. So, okay, last week, we had a rant about the fact that Kotaku was just like, hey, easy mode is too easy. And we're like, what?
Yeah, remember that? Good old days.
Yeah.
I've never played easy mode since.
Yeah, easy mode is too easy in Final Fantasy VII. So we were just like, wow, that's a really, really stupid article. Like, wow, that's brain dead. Like, who lobotomized reporter thought this was a good idea? Oh, but it gets better. It gets better. In fact, we have 3 more stories.
Dude, I did not believe, like, when you sent me that, I was like, this has to be like an Onion article.
Yeah, no, it gets, all right. So, the following article that they released the next day, from easy mode's too easy to, why doesn't Cloud close doors? So, as you know, in, games and stuff, you go through doors sometimes. And, to get to the next,
then,
to get around, to get to the next, area. And you just go through the door and you just go on your day. Well, somebody over at Kotaku UK, so slightly different flavor, still Kotaku, but over in Europe now, they said that they have an issue because Cloud wasn't closing the doors when he walks through. When he walks through the doors, they have a problem because he's not closing the door.
That is worth journalism time. That is worth money.
Yep.
That is worth anything. No, shut up. Stop.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just a passerby like, oh, I want to look up gaming news. Oh, Kotaku, I've heard of them. Cool. Cloud doesn't close doors.
What?
Maybe I'm in the wrong area of the gaming world.
Hey, let's look up more Final Fantasy VII news. Hey, how about this? So there is a boss in the Final Fantasy VII game. He goes by the name of Reno. Their headline was, I had to use counter against Reno to beat him.
God forbid!
Now, here's the thing. Counter is taught to you in the first 5 minutes of the game. This isn't some mechanic that is like secretly unlocked that you need to find a certain skill set for, or a specific weapon or sword where like, hey, you have to go through the slums and go to sector 5 and pull up this rock and throw it and bounce it off 3 pipes and then you unlock a secret sword.
Find the cats and then you can parry.
No. In the first 5 minutes, they stop the whole game and a menu pops up and says, this is Punisher mode. When you hold block in Punisher mode, you can parry weapons. Wow. Okay. That's kind of neat.
I was like, cool. I was about to bring up, doesn't the game tell you that it parries automatically?
Yeah. And then guess what?
What is the problem?
Yeah. And then they were like, in order to beat Reno, I had to use parry. So... Okay. They made a whole article. They dedicated a whole article to the basic game mechanic. That would literally be like, hey, listen, in order for you to beat nitrous oxide in CTR, you have to use acceleration. You have to, not the class. No, not the class. You have to push the gas.
No, stop lying to me, dude. I can't take that.
And listen, in order to beat Ripto or Gulp, you have to pick up the controller first.
That's it. I'm coming to Canada to punch you. You're lying so many.
I know, man.
Keep lying.
Man. Oh, but the best part, it doesn't stop.
Yes. No, dude. The Kotaku's our new Stadia.
Oh, Kotaku's our new Stadia for pinatas. This is the exact word for word, because I'm looking at it right now. I'm reading it. What you are about to hear is not paraphrased. The exact headline. The headline that they dedicated an entire article to is that, I quote, Final Fantasy VII Remake has very realistic air conditioning units.
Woo! Yeah! Where's the gaming award for that?
Where it's just a slideshow of someone who took in-game screenshots of the air conditioners in the games.
Okay, listen, everyone listening to this podcast, everyone that's in the premiere in the live chat, I want to start a movement. Everyone, go to your favorite game that has air conditioners. Take a screenshot, post them on Twitter at Kotaku, and then put hashtag Wumpa time, and then ask, hey, how's your AC unit? I want a compilation of video game AC units. Get your favorite one. Uncharted, Spider-Man, Ratchet and Clank, whatever, man. You pop it on Twitter, you put hashtag Wumpa time, and you ask Kotaku if their AC is doing okay.
Man, you know what? Could you imagine if Wumpa time like blows up in like a year from now, and
And that's why
this episode, and then all of a sudden, like a year from now, we're getting like tagged for.
No, I'm imagining like we publish this episode. There's a movement of everyone like swarming Kotaku. The next episode, we're like, hey everyone, Kotaku gave us a cease and desist, and we ignored it. Anyways, what? Don't worry about it. They're that dumb. They're gonna send us anyways. And like, hey, what are your bases? Shut up. So, yes, that's the headache we endured because of that.
Before I go though, they're being paid for this.
Oh, yes, dude. Like, you've heard of milking, like, content. God. There are YouTube videos that will milk to get past, like, 10, 11 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
This is the journalism version of that.
Oh, gosh. It is. It really is.
It is. Oh, dude, it is so bad. And I adore that they're going to continue to do this and give us more stuff to talk about. There is a God, and he is great.
It's like, man... Keep going, Kotaku. And the people are like, oh, you're just feeding the machine. I'm like, no, I'm not clicking it. What do you think? I'm clicking the article? No.
You think I'm giving them the satisfaction?
No. I'm not. Oh, gosh. I'm not clicking that article. No way. And reading some of the comments. Oh, gosh. The main comment is, you can tell Jason's gone.
I wonder why he left.
Yeah, so... now we're gonna move on to the main news because, man, our first piece of news is something that I'm hitting the button. I called it.
Yeah, you called
it. Oh gosh, take it away. Take it away.
Okay, I'll take it away and I'll throw it back to you. So,
okay.
We've talked about this a lot.
Yes.
But the PlayStation 5 is in trouble.
Yes.
It is not a smooth ride, and it has been prevalent from basically the very beginning. So,
correct.
An article from Bloomberg came out, let's see, a couple days ago, saying that Sony plans limited PlayStation 5 output for the first year. Basically, when the PS5 launches, there's going to be a very quick shortage, and it's going to be a while until we get more stock. I wonder why.
Yeah. So this follows up because during one of the episodes, PlayStation made a comment saying that there is absolutely no delay that's going to happen for the PlayStation 5. It is going to release on schedule as planned, and the COVID-19 is not going to affect anything. I'm like, yeah, let me stop you right there, PlayStation. Where did the Ronavirus, where did the Ronavirus, outbreak? What was the hot spot in the world? Oh, China. Wow, China.
Yeah.
China, the place where you have all your electronics developed and created and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. It's fine.
Yeah. Where everyone is told to say self-isolation at home. Yeah, because people can make motherboards at the factories at home, right?
Yeah, I'm about to say they're just gonna take the factory home. Like, yeah, it's fine. We rented out a studio apartment. And,
they just put the factory in their pocket. They just put the factory in their pocket, like Animal Crossing. I was like, just put it away.
Cool.
There we go. Cool. Got all my supplies and everything. Awesome. Like, come on. And so I said, all right. So if they're not gonna cancel it, there is no way that there's going to be a full stock at release. There is not a chance.
No, dude. Like, okay, to be fair, every PlayStation console since the 2 has had a shortage at launch, and that's normal because people are going to buy the new PlayStation.
Right.
This is going to be, like, way worse.
Well,
like,
actually, they were pretty much...
The moment it's announced.
I will say, though, they were really prepared for the PlayStation 4. The 4, they were really good. This is going to be less than the 4. and there's going to be a huge shortage. And we haven't heard anything from Microsoft on this aspect, but it was like there's no way that they're not going to have a shortage. It's just not possible.
It's also a matter of, like we said, cost. Has Xbox announced the price for the Series X yet?
No, they haven't.
Okay, so the estimated price for the PS5 is $499 or $500 to $550. That's the estimated.
I thought it was
price
$450 to $550. That's what I heard.
Now it's changed to $500 to $550.
Okay, $500 to $550. So we're lowballing $500.
Yeah, lowballing $500. Now, if you go to the Bloomberg article, they actually have a bar chart that shows the cost of making a Xbox One and a PS4 compared to the alleged cost of a PS5 and an Xbox Series X. Now, the PS4, for example, the memory costs around $85 US to manufacture, and the storage is around, let's say, $120. So that's close to what, two and change, about $230. $230 to manufacture, and they're selling it for $200, right?
Yeah.
So they're taking a loss of like some change. That's about it. And they're making the money back from software.
Yeah,
that's not a big deal. The PS5 estimated manufacturing cost is, let's see, $100 for just the memory, and then $250 for the storage.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money.
That is. Now, as time goes on, that's going to improve and get better. But the thing is that those upfront production costs are huge, right? Now, like I said, I'm still waiting to see before I point to which console's the winner, obviously. But like at first, I thought PlayStation had it. Then at one point, we're like, you know what? Maybe Xbox has it. And now I don't know.
I don't know who has it, dude. The Ouya has it at this point.
Yeah, at this point, the Ouya has it because, man, at this point, I don't know. We don't know. We're in so much gray waters, but it terrifies me because we're in April, halfway through April, we're almost 3/4 of the way through April, dude. What is time?
Oh no.
So
oh man.
Yeah. All right. So we got May, June, July, August, September, October, and apparently it's supposed to be out by November. Right? November, December, around there. So I'm going to say 7 months because that will give it, if we say exactly 7 months, it's technically 7 months and like 2 weeks. Okay.
And we still don't know what it looks like.
We don't know what it looks like. And here's the thing too. In order for us to be able, for the companies to advertise their games, they need to see the console first. The console needs to be revealed.
I just looked it up. The PS4 reveal trailer was February 21st, 2013. Gosh. And it launched on November 14th, 2013.
So they're a month and a half late.
Dude, they're almost 2 months late.
2 months late.
And we just learned what the controller looks like.
Oh, gosh. And the thing is that now all these companies that are producing games, they have to put, honestly, and this might sound like a terrible plan, but at the same token of time, there's just nothing that we can do, I think. Delay everything. Just delay. Because
but it's Sony, dude. Like, they're always thinking business. They're thinking we can't delay it. We have to get it out. Do whatever you need to do. Make sure it works and get it out the door.
Right, but same with Microsoft though. Is that like delay Microsoft too? Because the thing is that okay, maybe the console is great. But what about the games? If the games are not being worked on correctly or they're not doing well because of the fact that everyone's in quarantine right now and everyone's in self-isolation and trying to create these games and trying to get them done in time, there's just not enough time. The only stuff that's going to be coming out at first is your knacks and your
Bro, knack 3.
You might be able to get your knacks and your you might be able to, your knack, and you might get some like ported over remasters, like you know how you had The Last of Us get brought over to the PlayStation 4. You're gonna get those as well. But
Uncharted 4 remaster,
or Uncharted
PS5 or something
exactly
like that.
Right. You're gonna get those, but in terms of new content, that it's gonna be limited. And you know what? I just think that honestly, this year's been a wash. So
Oh yeah,
Like
dude.
even it's funny because our premier, which is like equivalent to them an American governor, was just like, yeah, 2020 is just a wash. It's a write off. It's a write off. Like so,
2020 never happened.
Yeah, because a reporter asked a question. They were just like, hey, so how are we gonna do this with taxes? What about the money? What about this? And he's just like, dude, it's a write off. Like it's just like it's like what are we supposed to do, right?
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, what do you want me to do? It's a write-off. Everything's a wash. Everything's gone to crap. Everything
sucks.
Everything sucks. Just
are you okay, Mr. Mayor? Everything sucks.
yeah, basically, he's just like, it's a wash. So, and this might be the reason why, and this is an actual good segue, that we might see a rise in remakes and remasters.
Oh yeah, that's what we call easy money.
Easy money. Speaking of easy money,
ooh,
ooh,
all right,
we have thoughts.
Oh god, I have a video. Oh, by the time this comes out, there will be a new video up on my channel discussing this exact topic.
Yeah, and there will be one on mine hopefully Monday. Hopefully,
yeah. So, oh man, you like SpongeBob? I like SpongeBob. SpongeBob's cool.
Yeah.
How much money you want to spend on SpongeBob?
$30 and nothing else.
30. Okay. I'm gonna make you a counter offer. $300. Do we have a deal? Can we shake on it?
No. Can you go a little lower?
Okay, how about $150? Okay, still no? Okay, I'll go back to 300. Can you shake on it, please? Dear God, please. So, context. SpongeBob, Battle for Bikini Bottom, rehydrated. Just got an announcement date of like whatever. Who
June
cares?
23rd.
Thank you. You care. I like that. I like that motivation. So this certain thing has been announced ever since launched, and I just kind of like brushed it off as whatever. But the more it sat there and marinated, the more it just like irked me, and now I kind of blew up and made a video about it. Yeah. So there are 3 editions of the rehydrated remake. There's the base game for $30, which is a very good price for a remake. Deal. It's got basically all the cut content put back into it and a multiplayer mode, and it's $30. That's really cool. $30 Switch game, you can't go wrong with that. And then you have the collector's edition, which is called the Shiny Edition, which is bumped up to $150. That's pretty steep, but you get a 8-inch SpongeBob statue, which is cool. You get a pair of 8 inches, dude, and you get a pair of SpongeBob socks. Ooh, limited edition. Can't wait to wear those and put holes in them. 6 lithographs, which that's cool. I'll hang up some lithographs. They look nice. And then wall stickers. Bro, I cannot wait to put stickers on my apartment wall.
Man,
dude, I definitely own.
Man, hit the brakes, because I want to do a quick little breakdown before we even move on, because let me tell you something. We said that the game's value is $30.
$30.
So that means that if you look at the price of the Shiny Edition, which is $150, if you subtract $30 off of that, that means that they feel that the contents additionally added to the game, those additional bits, is valued at $120 for, let's break it down again, wall stickers, lithographs,
Whoa!
An 8-inch statue, or it might be 9, whatever, 8 or inch, and it's PVC, it's not like resin, PVC.
Yeah, it's PVC.
PVC, it's plastic, okay, and socks.
Now, I did the math. If you divide all of that stuff, like, this is very, very rough. This isn't counting, like, inflation and production costs and everything, whatever. Everything is valued at $30 each, including the game. Everything is $30 each. So you mean to tell me I'm spending $30 on one pair of socks and some stickers?
Oh, but and to give you guys some context too. Now, I know a lot of people. You guys know Funko Pops? You know Funko Pops?
Yeah, bro. Funko. Yeah,
Funko. Right? Most people. So the normal size for a Funko Pop is 6.25 inches. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is the size of a Funko Pop and a half. Okay.
You're right.
That's it.
Oh no.
It's the size of a Funko Pop and a half. That's the height of this PVC statue.
Oh, I'm looking at the pops on my shelf. Oh no, dude.
Just
that really put it into perspective
just
for
put
me.
it in your perspective. If you got more than one Funko, just pile two on top of each other and then cut the top one in half, and that's your height of the statue.
Dude. Oh my god. My Sonic Mania Collector's Edition, first off, was $80, and it came with a statue, and that statue's 12 inches. And guess what? It has audio. The statue talks. And it was $80.
I'm sorry.
You mean to tell me I'm spending $150 for a small statue that's probably gonna break if I drop it?
Or if you
and
look
some
at it wrong.
socks, or one pair of socks.
Oh yeah. Also, to rub the salt in, they were giving the socks away for free at PAX.
No, they weren't.
They were.
No, they weren't.
They were there. Yeah, if you walked up and you play Battle for Bikini Bottom, you got free socks.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
I'm looking. You're not kidding. Oh my god. I looked it up on eBay.
Yep, they're there.
So, okay, rare SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom socks, PAX East South Comic Con, $250.
On eBay.
Are you kidding me?
But here's the thing.
They just gave it away for free?
Yeah, they gave it away for free. If you played the demo, you got it for free. And guess what? The pain train don't stop here, baby. Don't stop here.
Oh no, dude. There's one more edition called the Fun Edition. Now, hold on. Don't spoil it. So, the Fun Edition is the Shiny Edition plus a statue of Patrick, which is smaller than SpongeBob, a statue of Sandy, which is the same height as SpongeBob, and a set of key rings. So, the Shiny Edition plus those three things.
So your socks and your lithographs.
Yeah,
and
the socks,
wall
lithographs,
stickers.
copy of the game, wall stickers. So those three extra things, $300. Bro. $300. This has to be a joke. Like, bro.
$300 American dollars for Canadians.
I could pay a car loan with that.
Dude, if you translate that to Canadian dollars, that's how much I spent on my car for the insurance and the monthly payments.
Hey, why were you showing your payment? Oh, sorry, SpongeBob came out this week. And they're like, oh, I got you, fam. Don't worry.
Don't worry, but we'll skip this month for you. We got you. We get it.
We got you, man. We got SpongeBob, too. Don't worry, man.
So it translates to over $400 Canadian, $300 American dollars for three statues, which again, the Patrick one is smaller than the SpongeBob one, and then the Sandy Cheeks is the same height as SpongeBob, and keychains that they're not big keychains either. They literally look like it took a 3D printer 4 seconds to make.
Now, the thing is, I just did the math again. So, like the Shiny Edition, we divided everything up. Yep. So this is 8 things. I'm including the game. So 8 things, 3 statues, key rings, all that stuff, and I divided it. I divided 300 by 8, and the price went up. It's basically $38 per item.
Oh my goodness!
Now, hold on. The pain train don't stop here, folks. Ooh, no, it don't. So, THQ Nordic around the same time announced SpongeBob and the Destroy All Humans remake. These were both announced around the same time, if I recall correctly, and they have basically the same exact marketing strategy.
Yeah. Base
except
and 2
except no, it doesn't. Yes, it has base and then the 2 collection editions, but the price is whatever. So like we said, SpongeBob is $30 on all platforms. Destroy All Humans is $30 on one platform, PC. And on console, it's $40.
Why?
Don't know why, but hold on, it gets better. So the collector's edition is called the DNA collector's edition, and it's also $150, just like SpongeBob. This one comes with a 9-inch high statue of Crypto with the UFO saucer holding a cow. It's a lot more varied than SpongeBob, so it's a statue with the
same height though.
Same height. Hold on, I'm confused. They're advertising the premium box as part of the collector's edition. That's
premium box.
Hold on. I need to figure this thing out. Okay. I'm looking at the shiny edition, and on the picture I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things, including the game, that they're showing me: statue, socks, stickers, lithograph, game. On the DNA, they're showing me. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one of those things is the box. Bro. Okay. So you get the statue, the high quality box, another 6 lithographs, one of those eye-popping stress balls, 1 keychain, and a copy of the game, plus all in-game crypto skins. So, okay. This, if I looked at this, if you showed me a picture of this and told me this is $150, I would have said, fine, that's a fair price. And then if you showed me the base game price, no, completely out the window. That is not a fair price.
Yeah.
Compared to SpongeBob, this is more of a complete package.
Yeah, because you get some in-game content as well, and you get...
Yeah, that's another thing.
So here's the in-game content. If the game base price was $60 and it validated a $60 price tag to begin with, if it did, and that was $150, the rest of the content being $90,
yeah, that's fine. Now, if I do the quick math real quick, I'll include the skin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including the game. That is $21 per item. So let's see. 21 for the game. 21 for the statue. 21 for the box.
Including the box. Come on, man.
Including the box. Okay, you want me to not include the box?
No, don't include the bloody box.
Okay. 25 per item.
There we go.
Okay. 25 for the game. 25 for the keychain. Oh, that's 25 for the stress ball. Okay, let's say it's like 80 for the statue and base price for the game, and then like 10 for the stress ball. I don't know. Whatever. It's stupid. Yeah. Anyways, we're getting off track. The big thing. The big thing. The other edition is called the Crypto 137 edition. This is equivalent to the SpongeBob Fun edition. And
the pain train is revving up.
Oh, dude. Okay, so with this one, you get a 23-inch life-size statue of Crypto, which, okay, that's cool. And then you get the premium box. I'm not just saying that, they're advertising that again. 6 lithographs, the stress ball, the keychain, the game, the skins, and a Crypto backpack where he just kind of hugs your back. Get ready, $400. This warrants an additional $100 compared to the Fun edition.
Oh, $400.
Bro, that is like launch Xbox One X price.
Yeah.
I could buy a console.
To give you an idea about that too, you could buy one of the resin first 4 figures, Spyro.
You're right, dude. That's a way better deal.
Okay, you can get one of the first 4, and that's made with resin. It is a super duper high quality, ridiculously beautiful statue for less. I think it's like $379, I think.
Dude, it's cheaper. It's cheaper. No. I'm looking at it right now. This is $400. The exclusive Spyro resin statue is $325.
$325. Okay, hold on. But think about it. Add $30 to that, okay? As if it was a game, okay? $30.
Okay.
So $325. That's $355. And do you think the rest of that stuff that they have included could easily equate to $50 easily? Think about it.
I mean, well, hold on. Let me think about it. I'm sorry, dude. My brain is still melted. I'm looking at the collector's edition again.
Tell me that they're not. I want someone to explain to me that they're not ripping people off. Explain to me why. How they're not.
Okay. Someone who's purchased either of these, the Fun Edition or the Crypto Edition, justify your purchase.
Please.
Tell me. Like, if you tell me, it's my favorite game ever, that's still too much. I don't care, man. If this was Spyro, like, I love Spyro to death. If I got this with Spyro, no. Absolutely not.
For $400, I better get a full life-size Spyro that I could ride around my front lawn.
Bro, I better get an actual, like, Moneybags' bag filled with gems.
Actual gems. Like, actual, like, I could go to...
Like, real gems. Gems that are worth $400.
Oh, you know what? I think I figured it out. SpongeBob is holding a golden spatula. It's gotta be 24 karat gold.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's got a 24 karat gold spatula, dude.
That's gotta be
PVC pipe.
That's gotta be it. Everything else PVC, but that spatula, 24 karat.
Now, to rub salt in the wound even more, the $400 Destroy All Humans edition, you don't even get the statue.
That's right.
You don't even get the statue that's in the other version.
No, you don't.
The $150 edition with that statue doesn't come with the $400 edition.
You have to buy, if you want the statue, you have to buy it separately. So
you have to buy both.
You would have, if you want the statue and you want everything. If you were to buy everything, you would have to cough up $550.
That is $620 after tax. That is close to $1,000 for a game that retails $30.
Listen, and this is ridiculous. THQ Nordic, listen, you just came back from the grave. You came back from the grave, and you're coming back strong. You're coming back with well-known titles. There's rumors that you're going to be remaking Barnyard. I don't know why, but okay. You didn't know that?
Wait. No. Hold on. Back it up. What?
Apparently, there's a bunch of rumors going on that allegedly they are going to be remastering Barnyard. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But there's a bunch of rumors.
Oh, hold on. THQ Nordic. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Hold on. So, I'm reading an excerpt from something. THQ Nordic and Nickelodeon have announced the global revival of several game titles connected with Nickelodeon properties. The full list of games include Avatar: The Last Airbender, Back at the Barnyard, Cat Scratch, Danny Phantom, El Tigre, Invader Zim, Jimmy Neutron, My Life as a Teenage Robot, Rocket Power, Rocko's Modern Life, Rugrats, SpongeBob, Tak and the Power of Juju?
Tak!
The Fairly Odd Parents, US only, The Ren and Stimpy Show, and The Wild Thornberries. THQ Nordic will announce on-shelf availability in the coming months.
I can't wait for the $300 Barnyard Collector's Edition.
Bro, someone, please.
It just comes with a cow. It just comes with a whole cow.
I will invite you to the podcast if you purchase the $400 Back at the Barnyard edition.
The title of the title of the Wumpa Time will just be why. That's
why. It's just the whole thing. It's just why, dude. I have such a headache. Oh my God! If you didn't tell me the Barnyard thing, I think I would have had a regular migraine. But the Barnyard just,
it just took you over. It just went over.
Give me, dude. drugs, anything. I need anything.
So this is going to be a problem. You see, and I do believe that maybe not Crash pioneered it right away, but we're going to segue to the next part.
No, yeah.
But it's still talking about this a little bit. Here's the thing, is that remakes are becoming more common. And actually, I'm happy about that, because we're getting the Final Fantasy VII remake, which thus far is fantastic. We're getting the Resident Evil remakes, which on the whole, in general, have been receiving really good scores. I don't know Resident Evil. I'm not a fan of Resident Evil.
Yeah, I don't either.
But the people that are fans, my brother who's a fan, he loves the remakes, and I'm happy to hear that. There's these remakes that are coming out that are doing really, really well. And of course, I don't even mention Crash and Spyro, right? We know Medieval. Even Medieval did pretty good.
Yeah.
As you know, Medieval did pretty good. Crash and Spyro did really good. All these like remake from the ground ups are doing really well. But I was thinking about it, and I said, what kind of originated this? And I kind of thought back. You remember the Master Chief Anniversary Collection, where they did the first game, and you could toggle between the original graphics and the new graphics, where it was...
Yeah, I'm still blown away by that.
Yeah, that game is still really good. Like, that was kind of like one of the first ones. Nothing really came from it, and then Crash came out, and then all of a sudden, all these remakes have started coming out and getting pumped out. Now, here's the thing, is that's great. That's fantastic, and I'm happy to see that. But what my issue is that now we're going to be starting to remake games that I don't think deserve that type of treatment, and that's going to do more harm than good. For example,
Back at the Barnyard.
Why would you remake that title? Why would you do that? That doesn't make sense.
See, Battle for Bikini Bottom, I understand. There's a huge cult following, of course. Tap into that market. Where is the cult following for Back at the Barnyard?
Where's the cult following for any of these games? Where are these games that were just like, hey, we need these games back. We need this, we need that. It's like, where was... I was hearing some stuff about Battle for Bikini Bottom. I was hearing a little bit of it beforehand. And there's like a speedrunning community. So yeah, I get it. I understand that there's a Battle for Bikini Bottom love. And I get it. What I don't understand is the fact that Rugrats. Tell me one person that was like, yeah, I want this Rugrats games back. Which one?
Oh yeah, the PS1 game.
Yeah, the PS1 game.
I think that's the only 3D Rugrats game that came out was on the PS1.
Right.
And I think we should preface, for me personally, there are three types of remakes. There's a remaster, which is, like you said, the Master Chief Collection, where it's the base game with updated graphics.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's a remaster. A remake, which is Crash and Spyro, remade from the ground up, Link's Awakening, all that stuff. And then there's a reimagining. Final Fantasy VII, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3.
Yeah.
Those are more than just a remake, because Resident Evil 2 and 3 completely different than what we have now, so it's a reimagining. Yakuza, Kiwami.
It could also be termed as a reboot as well. It could be reimagining / reboot.
Modern Warfare, right?
There's a whole bunch of different titles, but reboot, because reboot and reimagining are in a very gray area.
Reimagining is like, Resident Evil, because that's not really a reboot. That is like just a straight up reimagining of that original game.
Exactly, right. But can reimagining be considered reboot, because it's like, because it's like I said, it's a gray area, because the terminology is like, okay, let's reboot this game, let's take the original story and let's improve on it and do better, or let's reboot the game and let's reboot the game and take all of this context and throw it out and make something new, right? And that's the problem when you go to reboot, is that it could be anything. Yeah,
exactly.
But reimagining works too for a reboot, because it's a very gray area, very gray.
Yeah, and personally, I'm starting to get a little annoyed by the influx of remakes and remasters, because there's not a lot of originality coming out. I personally am... Of course, these remakes have love in them. Crash and Spyro both had love in them.
Of course.
Final Fantasy had tons of love in them. Resident Evil had a lot of really great ideas. But a lot of them, I can see that it's just it's just like filling a quota for a company. Like, hey, we need time for these other projects. We're running out of projects. We need something to put out the door. Whatever. Just remaster something, remake something, put it out again. We've done it before. They'll buy it again, and people buy it again. That just oversaturates the market.
Exactly.
Can you think of a game in 2019? Like, name 5 games in 2019 or in recent years that came out that wasn't a remake / remaster / reimagining.
There's a lot. Of,
exactly.
Like there's a lot of games that have come out that we've picked up that we've all picked up that we've been playing. Now, this is my thoughts about a remake and a remaster. I think the whole point of a purpose of a remake or a remaster is the following. You got the Final Fantasy VII style of remake, which is they're taking what is arguably, actually technically considering by sales, Final Fantasy VII is the number 1 game in terms of sales with over has over 13 million sales. And out of all Final Fantasies, that's number 1. That's number 1 in terms of sales is Final Fantasy VII. And it's been years, like generations have passed. Okay, remake that. Yeah, I agree with that. But another type of remake or reboot or whatever is if a franchise is considered as dead. Like, it's dead, there's a following there. Like, it started good. Like, Spyro and Crash, right? They both...
they both died. Well, Crash more so than Spyro, because...
Yes.
I don't know. Spyro had Skylanders, but Skylanders was its own thing that just had a...
It kept Spyro on life support. It kept him alive. It kept
he was barely there.
Yeah, it kept people reminding, like, hey, Spyro is a character. Spyro is a thing. Spyro had his own thing, etc., etc., etc. All right, and that's great, and that's fine. But the Insane Trilogy and the Reignited Trilogy, it literally, without a lack of a better term, reignited both franchises. And what they're doing is that they're bouncing off of that, and from what we know, new content is coming now for the games. And like, okay, they're using it as a our friend Mechanizer, he called it a pulse check, which is like, okay, is there life? We do it by making a heartfelt remake or remaster that's good quality, and then we see, is there life in this franchise? Will people buy it? Let's see, because it's cheaper, right? It's cheaper to make than the whole new original game. Production goes by really quickly, really fast, and it's like, let's check to see, is there life? The answer is no. Well, you lost a bit of money, but hey, it is what it is. We got it.
I think that's 100% what the Medieval remake was.
Yeah.
Or that was a remake. That wasn't a remaster.
Yeah.
Because the last Medieval game was the PSP reimagining.
Right. Exactly.
And then they randomly put him in PlayStation All Stars to see if people remember. I don't know if it was to see if people remember him. I think it was like we're running out of IPs. That one.
Sir Dan.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sir Dan. Sure.
Yeah. And the thing is that I do agree that now we're starting to get to the point where remakes, like, for example, the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon remake, that threw me for a whirl.
Oh, yeah, dude. Same here. Like, I didn't see a reason for that to be remade. I didn't see it happening.
Yeah. And now Nintendo has gotten it. Now, here's the thing. Nintendo caught the remake bug. And I'm not sure if I like it or not, because, like we said, we talked earlier about the Mario games coming back now and all these things. Now, here's the thing. I love remakes, and I will buy a remake. I do. I love remakes. I have an entire franchise, Triple R, Remade, Rebooted, Retired, that is all related about talking about whether or not a game should come back as a remake or not. But the thing is that when you start getting these games that were not considered as games that were supposed to stand the test of time as remakes, things start getting a little bit soured. Now, I'm not saying Link's Awakening falls into that necessarily, but at the same token of time, it gets soured because of the price. If that game was $30, sure, 100%. Yeah, okay, that's great. But soured by Nintendo's greediness. And now we're getting Battle for Bikini Bottom. Okay, that's great. Destroy All Humans. I'm questioning that remake.
So I understand why you're questioning it, because I did it at first too.
Yeah.
But me working at a game store, I saw where the love was. It does have a cult following. The game has been on PS2, Xbox, Wii even. There was even a PS3 game that came out digitally that I never knew existed until like yesterday. But one of my coworkers is a huge fan, loves the game to death. I actually own a beta demo disc of the second game. I don't know how I got it, but I have it. There's a lot of content out there. There's a lot of love for it. It is like a cult classic like Battle for Bikini Bottom was. Because, you know, SpongeBob's a licensed game. That's easier. Destroy All Humans was kind of like a out of nowhere success. It came out and people really loved it.
I enjoyed it as a kid. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I never played it, but it looks really fun. And the fact that people keep coming in, whenever they buy an Xbox or PS2, like 7 times out of 10, they're going to be looking for Destroy All Humans. So I can see, like, hey, we have this IP. Like THQ, you know, went bankrupt, and then Nordic Games merged with them to make THQ Nordic. So they were like, hey, why don't we revitalize some of our IPs? You know, Activision's doing it. Why don't we do it? Right. And they did it. And, you know, people are going to buy it. I don't know about the $400, but, you know, people are going to buy it.
Right. But the problem is that are these titles, what rabbit hole are we going down? That's what I'm talking about. Is that what rabbit hole are we about to go down for remakes and remasters? What are we about to go down? And before we wrap up the show, one thing that I didn't mention in my video, but I do want to mention on Wumpa Time, is that the trailers that they put together for Battle for Bikini Bottom are awful. The newest ones, like okay, not in terms of like oh they look bad, like oh look at this footage, it's so bad. No. I'm talking about on an editorial standpoint, on a
yes.
As someone who wanted to be a trailer editor, and I would still do YouTube full time and be a trailer editor full time as well. I would work 2 full jobs to do both because I would love to edit trailers. I've studied trailers. I've watched trailers. I know how to get an audience heart to rise, to fall, to make people excited. I've even made a Spyro fan trailer that people thought was a real trailer. At one point,
can you do that for SpongeBob? Can you just make a better trailer and see if people think it's real?
Yeah, man, seriously. All they did was that they just took gameplay, they recorded gameplay with the music off, ran around, then they just made a 1-minute sizzle reel and slapped an audio track on, and that was it.
And the thing is, I mentioned this in my video. I mentioned the trailers in my video and how lazily put together they are. Both trailers, there's a reveal date trailer and a gameplay trailer, and they're both basically the exact same.
Yeah.
They're like, it starts off with the same intro, zooms in, same music, same beats, everything is the same. And the opening shot of the reveal trailer is pre-order today. Like there is no flair. There's no dialogue. There's no exciting voiceover.
No dynamic camera. No dynamic camera angles.
Yeah, it's just all gameplay. Like it looks like a fan made trailer.
Yeah,
I was expecting them to like tie into the cheesy, you know, it's a kid's game, like SpongeBob is back and dumber than ever,
and then having, you know, some voice dialogue that and then them, you know, running around doing the joined by Patrick because you told me to, Sandy, you know, like you just wacky zany
Sandy's classic catchphrase.
Yeah, you get what I mean, right? Like these classic funny moments, right? And like if you look at the Spyro trailer, for example, they had a custom audio track just for the trailer. It was never used anywhere else, right?
It's extra money put to good use.
Right.
It makes it unique.
Right, and they open up with, like, you know, the panning shot across the foot, and then up the chest, you see the tail, you see his eyeballs, and then, you know, Spyro is back, and then, you know, they show the befores, the afters, the fire effects, and, you know, my favorite scene is still, and you use it for your streams, is when the profile shot of Spyro galloping, and it's cutting between the different levels, right? And
that's a fun trailer. That's a passionate trailer.
It's exciting. It gets you hyped. You might not even know the franchise, and you get excited. You're like, wow, this is really cool. And
when I watched the SpongeBob one, I'm like, did an intern make this?
Yeah.
Like, this is really bad.
And it just feels lazily put together. And what I'm saying is this what we're going to be seeing? I'm scared that the lazy, lackadaisical feel to this trailer, to the marketing, to the fact that this game is so feels like the marketing is so low, and then they turn around and put a $300 price tag on something that's not worth, I'm sorry, factually, objectively not worth it.
No, not at all.
Right? Really, even in a subjective sense, I really don't see how that $300 is worth it. If it was $200, you could argue that. I think you could argue $200. But $300, no. $300, I can't see it. I really can't. And what I'm scared of, and my main point is that where we're going to be getting these people because people are going to spend that $300. That's the thing. People will.
Yeah.
People are going to.
I'm wanting to know who will. So my thing is compared to SpongeBob and Destroy All Humans, like I mentioned that the console version of Destroy All Humans is $40, whereas SpongeBob all versions are $30, and I just realized why. It's because Viacom, the owner of Nickelodeon, is, partially funding the remake, so they can keep the price low. Whereas Destroy All Humans, they're funding that personally, so it makes sense why there's an additional $100 and an additional $10 for Destroy All Humans, but it's still dumb.
It's still very
come
dumb.
on.
It's still very dumb. And the thing is that I'm scared that this is what the remakes and remasters are going to be pushed to. They're going to be pushed to cheap to make a quick buck, and that's it. And I don't like that, because when you see how, especially like Reignited was handled, like I would say the textbook is Crash Insane. I'd say Crash Insane textbook. It was.
I'd agree.
You look at the turtles you could be like, yep, I reckon there was not one character that you saw in the Insane trilogy where you were just like, oh, that looks different. Or, that's a bit off. That's not the same. That's a bit weird. No, there was not one. Spyro was a different kind of remake where it wasn't textbook. It was different art style, more in-depth in characters. They were given more depth and more breadth of life, but it wasn't a one-to-one kind of like Insane was. But the one thing that you could see and feel is love. You could see that there was a lot of love put into these games, art-wise, VO-wise, story-wise, animation-wise, you name it. There was love put into these games. And I'm scared that we're going down the path where it's just people going to be doing Control-C paste as much as physically possible, and then altering whatever they need to just to make a quick buck, and I'm scared of that.
They're going to get the source code, put it in Unreal 4, put on the new models, and then just render. Oh, it works. Yeah, all right, let's move on.
Exactly, and that's what I'm scared of. But I think we're out of time. I think we went on a lot longer than we normally do.
Oh yeah, we covered a lot, and that's good. That's good. We had a lot of content.
If you're still here, I salute you.
All right, so thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching, including everyone in chat who listens to these on premiere date. Thank you very much. We are everywhere that has audio, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. So listen to us on your favorite audio thing.
Yes.
If you want to support the show, subscribe to Canadian Guy 8 or rate us on Apple Podcasts and stuff like that. Again, shout out to, let me get it real quick. Crash B648 and Bradley Kelly for suggesting a topic today. That was really fun. If you have any topics, go ahead and at us on Twitter at Canadian Guy A with 2 H's and at Shemp Official, or you can use hashtag Wumpa Time. We check those hashtags and everything. If you have something you want us to talk about, let us know. We'll probably talk about it. Yeah. Anything else you want to mention?
Carrier pigeons. We're still looking for the
carrier pigeons. Please tweet us. Carrier pigeons. And like we said today, if you're listening to this, there's a new video on my channel about the SpongeBob issue, and there will be a video on this channel, or Canadian Guy's channel if you're listening elsewhere, on Monday about the SpongeBob thing.
Yes. Thank you all so much for listening.
That's it.
Yep. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.